Yes, September is a month of albinism for the people living with albinism. Albinism, it's a genetic way of how the children are looking, animals are looking. They're not white and they're neither black. And I love these people. I love the animals that look different. I love them. I have a letter here that somebody wrote and I want to read from it. Dear Sierra Leoneans, this is an urgent call to save lives. I want to draw your attention to the plight of people living with albinism in Sierra Leone, the issue of skin cancer, which has killed both children and adults living with albinism. What bothers me is that it seems as if nobody cares. There is a child presently suffering from skin cancer and it has advanced in stages which has deteriorated her general health and she is in excruciating pain which might lead to her demise if nothing is being done. And the person said, I call on the Minister of Health to please turn your attention to the plight of people living with albinism for a moment to save their lives. People living with albinism are entitled to equal opportunity on health service delivered in the country. I call on Sierra Leoneans to show your love to people living with albinism and help out in any way. Let me put it in this. I call on the people of Kenya to show some love to people living with albinism and help out in any way. I call on the people of Sierra Leone again, and I call on the people of South Africa to show some love with people living with albinism and to help out in any way. In Sudan, in Uganda, in anywhere, in Ghana, in Cameroon, in Togo, all everywhere in Africa, please call out and talk about them and help them because they need your help. And the gentleman went on to say the life of one person living with albinism is as important as those who are not. I must acknowledge the Honorable Minister of Social Service who is doing extreme well for people living with albinism in Sierra Leone. Bravo. And it's not just Sierra Leone. It's all over on the continent of Africa. It's also here in the western side of the atmosphere because people tend to have a very idea what these people are going through and why even parents are abandoning their children to do this, and it's not fair. In this letter, it says, in case you think you want to make a contribution to help in this case of cancer, please contact the Sierra Leonean Legal Aid Board at the 27 Wilberforce Street in Freetown or Albinism Royal Foundation. Please get out there and do something, man. Please know that 3 people living with albinism has lost their life because it seems as if you do not care. If you do care, show some love, some God love. I call on pastors and church congregation to raise a special offering to help this suffering child. That is for Sierra Leone. And it's when we do what we teach, we fulfill the Lord's promise of love syllabus. Don't ignore, please. You would not like to change places with this little angel, would you? Then show God's love. It is our obligation to do as God's people. Remember, a stitch in time save 9. Let us act now and save the lives of our compatriot living with albinism. This is, people are calling out. Come on, man. I don't know how to say the word in the Sierra Leonean language, but come on, please. Come on. Let's show some love to people. You know, it pains me at times. Many of us, we're in the church, and we call upon God, we call upon Him. You know, we call upon Allah, we call upon Buddha, we call upon our gods. And yet still we lack love towards one another. Which God are you serving? It could not be the God that I'm serving. Your body is so full of hatred towards your own kind. Trust me. You see, we have animals across the globe that have this albino looks also too. And all of them are around us. We're all a part of God's family. We need each other to survive. So in this month of September and onward, please show some love right now. Show some love today. Show some love to people that are different. They don't have to be your skin type. They are people. Once again, this is J Con TV out of Zurich, saying unto each and every one of us, walk in peace, my friend. And in this time of COVID-19, I will always be advising you, wash your hands. Don't touch your face and your nose. Wash your hands. Sneeze in your elbow. Wear your mask. Obey a little bit of law. And love. Love beyond all measures and doubt. Love. Love. It's the greatest among us. Show some love. Shalom.